I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
You? You founded the railroad?
Sure. Me and Johnny D. and Watts. Hell, that was over 60, 70 years ago. After a while, you lose count. I tell everyone I get the occasional face change to stay anonymous. Truth is, it takes a lot of work to keep this mug handsome. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good. Saved a lot of synths. But we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
Any perks being close to the big boss?
Now that I don't have to hide, sure. Tinker Tom will set you up. But the best perk is seeing behind the curtain. People think our missions are all about synths, but there's more going on. We are building a better, brighter Commonwealth. The railroad really is the best, noblest organization that's ever lived. I can't keep up with this bullshit.
Traveling with you is never dull.
I aim to please. But I had a point here. A lesson, if you will. There's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to spoon-feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing, what they're asking you to do, what sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're going to pay for it.
Yo, thanks for the advice.
I don't know if it's your good old-fashioned pre-war values or you just won the genetic lottery, but anyone that has you in their corner has an advantage. And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
You lead the way and I'll follow, sir.
One time, I got a face change and was a girl for a few months. Yeah, you should have seen the look back. Wow. Now there's a fashion statement. To have a minute, wouldn't it? I don't know. Think we might see them again someday?
I sure hope so. The Commonwealth was a lot better off than those guys were.
Yeah, especially its founders. I guess only time.
was hit awfully close to Covenant, all right. Deezer's lemonade, huh? The caravan definitely stopped in Covenant. Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
And for the week before, we're doing good.
So many failed tests.
One way of looking at it. The other is to be thankful so many people passed.
I've been meaning to pay a visit.
Do you have any proof Covenant is involved with the caravan?
I got one thing. They deny up and down that Stockton's men ever came here. But they most certainly did. There's no reason to bald-faced lie to me if they're not hiding something. I'll keep poking around.
Do you have any other leads?
No. If Covenant doesn't pan out, then I don't know where to start. I'll cross that road if I have to.
We'll talk later. Excuse me.
Well, hello, stranger. The name's Jacob, and I run this town. Glad you passed the test. Our door's always open to good quality people. You can use one of the beds in the guest house. and you should visit Penny's store.
Hey,
Sure, I can help you out.
I hope Swanson didn't give you too hard a time at the gate. If you ask me, I think he takes his job too seriously. But welcome. Everyone around here calls me Mrs. Fitzgerald, but you, cutie, can call me Penny.
nice to meet a friendly face.
You're in luck then. Covenant is the friendliest place in the whole Commonwealth. You'll see. You here to shop? I'll make sure to give you a good price. Are you all right, sweetie?
Do you have time for a few questions?
For you? Certainly.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
You've been talking to Mr. Dan. I don't know what he's carrying on about. He's just stirring the pot, if you ask me.
Definitely. He has such an attitude.
I know! He's so smug. And Dan thinks he's the one helping people. He wouldn't know the first thing about making the Commonwealth a better, safer place.
He should be thankful you let him in.
Instead, he stomps around interrogating people. If the compound did do something to his precious caravan, they had reasons for it. Better reasons than a man like him. You know, honey, I was just shooting off at the mouth. Just forget anything I said about that and the compound. I have to go.
Busted again? It's the third radio this month. Ted
This cell
is pronto.
means business.
Another newcomer. Welcome. Walk away. That's the one your head hasn't been blown up by a sniper. Just saying.
serious security. Maybe there's another way around it.
I'm in.
Wow. Now there's a fashion statement. Wait a second.
Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
They took the survivors to a compound.
Then we're in business. I'll meet you there and we'll rescue ourselves some caravan hands.
I wish Dad...
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Outsiders aren't allowed. You shouldn't.
We made that look easy.
Protect the doctor at all.
Where am I?
I lost him.
No. How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within...
Who are you? What's...
Gone.
Ah! Son of a bitch!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to. Please continue.
The subject is ready for baseline testing.
Subject, answer the questions quickly and with what first comes to mind. You're approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Is that safe test? Ah!
Answer the question.
I don't know. I don't know science stuff. Ignore him.
Ignore him, you say. Fascinating.
I'll find you.
This must be... I'm not sure what just happened.
We could always use some more ammo.
Find him. The intruder must be eliminated. He vanished.
Time to take off that bar.
Doctor at all costs.
Help me!
The intruder must be eliminated.
The mission's...
Get up! Get up!
And here you are. My life's work on the verge of ruin, all because of your efforts to find Stockton's supposed daughter. You do know she's most likely a synth, yes? If you are more than a hired gun, perhaps we can stop this before it's too late.
Stockton's daughter is a synth?
Why else do you think we attacked her caravan? After testing, we have well over a 70% confidence level of our initial diagnosis. I'd have to perform an autopsy to be sure.
I'll give you a fair hearing.
How considerate. What would you do if your family was destroyed by a synth right in front of you when you were but a child? Would you roll over and accept it? Or would you do something about it?
Believe me, I've been there. But I haven't resorted to torturing innocents.
Casualties are inevitable. It may not look like it, but we're at war. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for?
You can't seriously want to kill all the synths.
We most certainly do, but we have to find them first. A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the SAFE test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving.
And the SAFE test works?
Oh, yes. Autopsies confirm the test is getting more accurate. There's something in the questions which provokes a response from synths, but the exact trigger is elusive. The margin of error is admittedly high, 4 or 5 false positives per synth, but one day we hope to get it to 1 or 2 false positives.
But your methods are barbaric. It's torture.
To improve the SAFE test, intense psychological pressure must be applied to our test subjects. It is distasteful, but necessary. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia. I will make you a deal. If you let me dispose of Stockton's synth and continue our work, I'll match whatever reward you were offered.
I've had my fill of crazy on this contract. No deal.
Fortunate for me, I wasn't talking to you.
You side with this nut job, and we're going to have a serious, deadly problem.
Are you threatening me, Dan?
I have myself a code. That's not always good on my wallet, but it helps me sleep at night. I took this contract, and I will honor it. Even if I have to kill you to do it.
Don't kill the girl. Spare her.
Or don't. Give us a reason.
Impossible. The odds are too great she's an Institute infiltrator. Even if she is an unfortunate victim in this war, sparing her can compromise everything.
Continue your work, then.
Boss, I beg you. She needs to be stopped.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Don't mean to make you nervous, but I don't think...
We got a live one!
Tell your friends, you dead bastard.
We'll
be here all week. Anything interesting on him?
Hey.
Yeah?
What? What are you doing?
I'm certain
How can I help?
confirm my hypothesis.
Your thoughts?
Sometimes it's hard to take Des seriously. I remember when she was a green recruit.
Your thoughts?
One day the railroad's number will be up. I thought that day when the switchboard. I can't shake the feeling we're living on borrowed time.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
You and me are just fine. Look at all the gizmos. That's my term for it.
Dr. Chambers.
We were under the mistaken impression you wanted to rescue the Stockton girl.